I'm pretty keen to keep going, so that's what we're gonna do. Picking right back up where I left off on the last one, which means hopping in this Scorpion tank. Backing it right out this gate. I don't know how to back this thing up at all. Alright, so now that we are sort of ready to go, let's figure out where we want to go next. What is this place? Mjolnir Armory. The Olympic stance. So I can go up there and get some online stuff. Field base. Forward operating base, whatever. Base Foxtrot has a tape in it. Spartan core here. Spartan core there. High value target over there. Let's just drive straight ahead to the Spartan core. Then maybe we'll go rescue those guys up on the hill. We'll leave our little mongoose here and see how long he stays around. Hello, base camp.
It's coming from that communication tower.
In honor of that most sacred human tradition, the pinata.
They're sleeping.
And if all the Spartans are dead, what chance do you think you stand? That's right, less than zero.
Huh. What if I just ran them over? Well, I guess that's one way to do it. So wake them up. Okay.
For 2 ways to psychologically torture you humans. Oh, I thought I
These grunts are wild, man. Alright, so that wasn't so bad. Definitely travel a lot faster in this game than Get out, get out, get out! My poor Scorpion. Well, at least I blew up the dropship. Whatever. It was bound to happen. Okay. So what are we doing here? Getting a skewer, obviously. Ah, but the sword. I'll take the sword. I feel like that's better for, killing off elites and brutes. It sucks that it takes 2 hits to kill each one. Okay, so that means we can upgrade again, I think. Another 15% shield strength, or we can go with our first grapple shot. Let's go with the grapple shot. I'm using that quite a bit, so I want to get that cooldown reduction ASAP. And what else? Brute. Anything else that's good here? No. Alright, so then we will go to our next objective, which is, I guess the closest thing is this, which is the signal. Let's just go do that. It's 140 this way. Oh shit! mind if I do? Was not expecting that, but I could see why they needed help. Does this count as kinetic ammo? Nope. These power weapons must have their own types of like ammo and stuff. Alright. I gotta say the commando feels a lot better here than it does in the multiplayer, which is nice. Though I'm kind of getting used to it in the multiplayer.
I guess tower was a more than appropriate name. Look at that place. The signal's coming from within that main structure. Somewhere up top. We're gonna need to find a way in.
Oh, these actual people. Shit. Oh, that's the human. Working on it. There's one more over here. Must be up top. Where's he at? Over here? There's the dickhead. Yeah, I think that's one of the rocket ones. Can I just tie these guys real quick before I start fighting those guys? So almost out of ammo.
Hey, Chief, over here.
Yeah. I'm a-coming. Time to go assault rifle again.
Oh, man, the UNSC ain't kidding around
Battle
with this
rifle.
rescue. Got some hurt to deal back.
Welcome back, Marine. We got work to do. Come on, follow Chief.
Well, you guys are following me, huh? Well, who else do we have to rescue?
Hey, check that out.
Mongoose, some weapons. This guy have a shotgun? He did.
Hoorah!
Just gonna use these.
Let's get violent.
But we don't.
We'll make this really quick.
Alright, let's try that again. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be on the lookout for these kinetic things quite a lot. That way I can keep my battle rifle full, because I love this gun. way. We clear out the inside. Man, there is a lot of stuff in here. Way more than I was expecting. Alright, so let's just start from the left and work our way right. Shall we? Surprisingly good aim. Across the way. Should we just hop down, I guess? Yeah. Make it a little bit more personal. Not bad. Oh. Alright, so I gotta remember these glow orange whenever I highlight them. Or scan them, I guess. The Harbinger.
But I must believe in Atriox's plan. His sacrifice must not have been in vain,
I've really gotta pay attention to those towers.
especially now. His faith in what we learned on the Ark is all I need. The Harbinger
These
is
guys
but
must
a
be above me.
first move to secure our position, our future. Did you Cortana know about all this when she chose this ring? Does she expect it would be her doom also? As I look upon this endless world, that question consumes me.
Okay.
Seems confident.
Yes, he does, but fortunately, it's misplaced. When the lockdown triggered, there was a power spike in what I presume was a security building. I've marked it on the map.
Something here. More ammo, most importantly. How do we get in here, though? Oh. Spartan core. Hell yeah. And then... we got one more thing to do over there. I need more... no, I don't need more grenades. Let's get a spike grenade for in here.
This is it. Let's find a way in.
Too easy, man. Anything else around here? End lockdown.
The lockdown protocol should be simple to reverse. Let me see. 3, 2, 1. Done. Oh,
What is it?
This place is an interrogation facility run by our elite friend back there, Chaklock. His reputation is not good.
Neither is mine.
I love how expressive she is. Do we
You're
trade
going
this
to need
out
to
now?
manually activate the gravity lift. I've marked it on your map.
Shit. Damn, I thought I killed him. These guys are nuts. wonder if these fusion coils are different.
This location acts
Based on
as a
what color they
holding
are.
facility. Prisoners are captured, funneled through to Chaklock, and then onto somewhere they call the House of Reckoning, which is
Chaklock.
suitably ominous and banished sounding.
Shit. Come on, heal, heal, heal. Heal!
You can't hide from me. Won't happen to me. I'm worth my barrel. Flank him. You will fall to our numbers.
No, so close. Okay. If all else fails, just throw a dynamo grenade. That's gonna be my new mantra going forward. Man, there's a lot of them now. Let's see what I can do with this thing. Not much. I think it's not actually that good. What have they got? Is that a Hydra? Let's do the easy ones first. It is a Hydra.
There we go. Gravity lift's active.
Okay, 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 I get it. Okay. Dude, this is actually the worst gun in the game. Out of ammo. Took enough bullets. Grab lift. Is there anything back here?
Chief, more Spartan armor. A
Threat
deployable
sensor,
threat
huh?
sensor. It appears to lock onto and highlight any targets in range. Could be useful. This armor belonged to a Spartan named Hudson Griffin. Sensor logs suggest he was alive when the armor was removed. Forcibly. It's a long shot, but he might still be alive.
Threat sensor is a deployable device that reveals enemies within its range. Press 2 to equip it. Multiple sensors may be placed simultaneously by installing Spartan cores to upgrade it. Well, that's cool. That might actually be pretty useful in this difficulty. Assault rifle's actually not bad. Locate the signal within the tower.
This is not a place to come by choice. I await you eagerly.
bet you do, you sicko.
He's about what you would expect for an elite who specializes in torture.
Some ammo. Anything? Nope.
Azrael was correct. So easy. A signal, a lure, and the Master Chief comes running. I wish only that I would have time to enjoy
What's
you.
that?
Time to learn your secrets. Peel back your visage and expose your weakness. I'm only getting started.
I don't know. I'll take this instead. It's so red in here, it's hard to see. Why is this thing so tanky? Guns aren't supposed to be hard to kill. White grunt, huh? This shit on. Now with the disruptor. Disruptor actually feels pretty good in campaign. Here is a Spartan core. Very nice. Is there anything up here that I'm missing? No. I do need to go up though. I think I went in a big circle. If I recall, the stairs are back here. Somewhere. Here they are. Okay. Shock weapon? And hard light weapons. Have I even found a hard light weapon? Free the Spartan.
Oh no, Spartan Griffin. He's still alive.
Shock weapon.
We need to get him out of there. Where's Jacklock?
Unknown.
Got checkbox in here.
Welcome to my tower, Master Chief. It is where you will be broken. It is where you will give up your secrets.
Oh man.
Much better.
Yes, this will be a joy.
The walls retract.
This is going to be insane. I can barely see this dude. These are not the weapons to be doing this with though.
The walls retracted. Watch your back. He could come from anywhere.
You will break.
Can't get hit, not even
Griffin's
once.
threat sensor can help you locate Jacklock.
So it can, yes. That was a good one. Come on. Heal, heal, heal. Can you, bitch? That's right, Chaklock.
We need to get him out of that machine.
Battle rifle is absolutely no help. Alright, stop getting electrocuted. Hold on. This.
Shut this thing down.
Working on it. Okay. Be ready. I'm going to cut him loose.
It's you. You're alive.
Bro, you look rough.
Chief. The Banished. I tried to stop them. I tried to...
Easy. You're safe now.
The Banished, they have something they call the Conservatory. That's all I know. It's picked up north of here. Dig site. I couldn't stop them. But you can. You have to.
Consider it done.
That's good. Good. The others, the Spartans. Did you?
I'll find them.
Echo 216, all channels. Can you hear me? I repeat, can you hear me?
Chief?
Did homie die?
Big guy, your motion tracker isn't moving. Ah, come on, give me anything.
Chief,
Respond, please. Did you find the source of the signal? Whatever's down there either has to come with us or be left behind. Can you hear me?
A dig site on the ring? This conservatory must be some sort of Forerunner installation. What do you suppose they're after?
It's time to go.
Chief is not happy. And all that just to have this guy die. That sucks, bro. Totally sucks, bro.
I'm guessing that whatever the conservatory is, the Banished won't want us anywhere near it.
Guess that's it
Then they'll
here.
be disappointed.
Well, actually, I see a log.
Yes, they will.
I'm gonna go back for that. Okay, so it does not look like we can get down. Okay, so we head out. Come back and get that another time, I suppose. Attack map. Dude, I hate the way this thing scrolls. Where am I at? Oh, control. If I'm here, next closest thing would be here. There's a Spartan core nearby or something I saw. And a warthog, I think, over here. Shotgun, assault rifle. Yolner Armory. That was up there. Can I fast travel back to this place? R. Oh, it put me even further away. Well, whatever. We'll come back for that too later, I guess. Next, we'll head over this way. Meters. I think before we get there, though, we will probably end this episode, come back, and we will start tackling maybe a couple open world objectives. I don't know. What was our main objective? Is there even a main objective? FOB Golf. So yeah, I suppose what we're just going to do now is capture a couple more places, rescue some more Marines, and see what happens from there. So yeah, until next time, I'm going to head off. Goodbye.